Alright, I've just run up the ladder there. I only fought 2 battles in between that. Hopefully you fought more. And you've got a much higher level than me. But just running out of MP and didn't want to burn up my ethers. So I'm just going to stroll on back and take advantage of the save point here. Use a cabin. Alright, welcome back. We're going to try and finish out the final stretch here today, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what lies ahead. I've rested up and I've gotten everybody up to level 60 or higher. Radia should have the Meteor spell now, but it's such a long cast I'm not going to really worry about using it. I've duplicated a couple of Excalibur swords for the end of the game. And I've also made some white spears and Masamune swords. And they'll come in handy to show you some of these enemies here. So, first thing you'll see in this room is Behemoth, which we know what they do. We've fought them already, so I'm just going to go ahead and escape out of here. Alright, so there's 2 other enemies you can face in this room. It's the Evil Mask and Red Dragons. So we'll just continue on for now. I'm sure we'll run across a couple of them. And the Red Dragon, I'm not going to worry about fighting these guys because I've leveled up, but if you wish to, they give really good experience, a lot of gold, and they are susceptible to ice or water. So, if you want to fight them, that's the route to take. We're just going to head on around here and go down the stairs. There should be a couple of chests in here. Let's see what we got. And these are just going to be most of these chests are going to contain consumable items or shurikens, stuff like that. Stuff that'll help you out towards your final battle. And a whistle for the big chocobo, which is pretty much useless at this point. And go ahead and take the portal to the next area. Alright, here we have the Evil Mask. I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit about him. Since we made our extra Masamune swords, I'm just going to go ahead and throw one of those. Jump with Cane. It's going to cast Wall on himself. So, I'm going to go ahead and use Bahamut for now, just to make things quicker. And he's going to cast a Wall on all of my guys, too. So I'm going to go ahead and use White on Edge, who has Wall. And you're going to find out that this is going to be extremely effective here in a second. Probably the most effective spell in the game against the Evil Mask from what I've seen so far. And this should do it in for him. Alright, there's a lot of damage right there by the white spell. Also, I think in some of the other versions it's holy. And let's go ahead and continue on in the right direction. Alright, here we've got a Ninja Shuriken. Will come in handy, possibly. Another ninja. Alright, so we'll just keep on trucking along here. We're going to go down south and hit the portal. Alright, we should encounter some new enemies in this room, if I remember correctly. Yeah. These guys, can't remember right off the top of my head what they do. There's another one that looks like them. I think it's a more orange color. So, I'm just going to go ahead and start attacking. Alright, Nuke's a quick spell. It's also flare in some of the other versions, I believe. Ah, yes, this is what happens. Likes to charm our people. That'll knock Edge out of charm. And this is going to be kind of slow because he seemed to get my 3 best attackers for this fight. Kane and Cecil can't do a whole lot, so I'm going to go ahead and use heal on Rydia since Rosa knocked herself back into consciousness there. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off with a white spear on a dart or throw option. And what's neat about these guys is they die like a boss, even though, well, they're not a boss. This just tells you that they're hard. Or that they wanted to make this look a little cooler, I guess. So, anyways, nothing real special except their charm spell on those guys. So, let's just go ahead and continue here. I'm going to come down and around. And here's the other one. It's like the mind enemy in pretty much every way except that it's more orange, tan, brownish color. Can't remember what these guys do either. It's been a while. I don't think there's anything real special. I think this might be the guy that just sits here and casts Peep the whole time. So I'm gonna just go ahead and nuke this guy like I normally would, and if anybody knows anything about these guys, see, Blast did nothing, so I'm not sure on that. So this is gonna keep on peeping. Obviously a pervert. But, anyways. This monster here does have an excessive amount of health as well. Much more than the mind had. So just keep on plugging away. Don't need to get real fancy and use anything like Bahamut or Meteo or anything like that. Once again, Blast fails. We're just going to keep going. It seems that these guys, the breath guys, are more susceptible to physical attacks than they are magic, which is opposite of the mind enemy. So, let's go ahead and try something out here when Cecil's turn comes back around. Use Sight and see what we can find out here. Nothing happened. Well, I guess you can't find anything out on these guys unless you're playing the other versions. You should probably use a monster picture book or a bestiary. It's the same item in the other 2 versions. They, from what I understand, they work on monsters you normally can't use a spell on to find out their weaknesses. So I'm just gonna try and get this guy killed eventually here. I don't want to waste any of my good throwing weapons because nothing's really happening bad. Seems like I'm losing a little bit of health per person here on the Edge and Rosa, but it's only 2 every couple of seconds, so it's not really doing a whole lot. And he's dead. I'm just going to fast forward to his death. Alright. So, he gives same thing as the mind monster gave us. Pick up a couple of levels there. And we'll continue on from now on. I'll be skipping through the monsters we've already done. Also, you might want to know that in those floors you'll come across red dragons, and it'll look like there's 1, but there's actually 3. So go ahead and take a minute to heal up here, and I'll meet you back here in just a second.